The Cutting Edge on IRFM, and next Wednesday night outside of the studio. Yes, so we're in the rainforest here. Some serious rain. May I tell you, man, some serious rain just dropped that's a while ago. We give thanks to it, because the place it kind of get dry up still. With all of the bad vibes we are going all over the place, But yeah, we're glad for the rain, the rainforest here. We give thanks. We want to yell up Shane this week again. May I tell you, south of Mali, a man called Salif Keita. Them call him the albino. When him born, him parents them never want him. But him become one of the greatest Mali artists them living in Paris. Salif Keita. We give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time, give thanks for all those who are listening and still there with me. Yes. You could be doing something else, but you choose to listen. We want to mention something that is really upsetting and annoying, and we really have to deal with it because there's different kinds of governments. You have communism, you have socialist government, you have democracy, you have republic, you have all sort of, you have theocratic. Now, I want the people them who in Jamaica who is Christians, because it's mainly the Christians, because the majority of Jamaicans give credence to this Christian philosophy, Christian religion. Now the government says something, and based upon our government say, it almost like the preacher them is not in agreement, them not agreeing with what is said. And we see that happen many times. Even the idea of physical distance, you have some people in the church that say, them can't catch it because them covered with the blood of Jesus. Well, I can tell you something now. You see, if you don't want, because you see, the law of the land, and this might sound weird to you, but the law of the land trump the Bible. The law of the land trump the Bible. What I mean by that? I mean say, you see, if you want to say the Bible say, and it is not in agreement with the law of the land, you can't go to court. And a man go to the court, and because him go for stab him picnic on an altar, him go to the court and tell the people them say, the judge say, is the Lord tell me to do it, sir? The judge go and charge him for attempted murder. You can't carry that to a court, not in a democratic country. No. If you don't want what you saying to be valid, you have to go lobby to make the state become theocratic. Because it's only theocratic government, the religion of the people decide the fate and the legitimacy of what the law say. What do you mean by that? It means if in a theocratic country, because theo means God, Theocracy is a kind of government. So theocracy is God rule. But unfortunately, in a theocratic government, when them say God rule, it's still some men sit down and decide, say God said this and God said that. Just like in the Bible. In the Bible, Moses, according to the Bible, Moses sits in a tabernacle with some of its tribal men, which is the Levites, and make laws. And the laws define what the people of Israel must follow. So when them come out and say, the Lord say, you must not eat anything with this or cloven foot or that and that, the Lord say, you must not kill. The Lord say, you must not covet your neighbor wife, nor the oxen, nor anything that him have. Him tell you, says the Lord, say it. Because him is the head, him is the chief priest. And as the priest them run a theocratic government. Because we hear a lot of holy Rasta talk about theocracy, like them not understand. Well, them go to understand still, but it's a thing where it's not highly Selassie going to sit down and rule you if you have a theocratic government. Because what you're going to have is a group of men sit down and call themselves priests and then tell you say, God say. No. You see in Jamaica, you see these Christian people, you see if you don't want when you talk, it's valid, you don't have to be in a theocratic state where the law of the land is decided by the religion of the priests. This is not a theocratic country. The preacher cannot decide what is law and what is not law. It is the legitimate law, legislated laws that is written in the government, in the parliament, and you might not want to accept it. You might not want to accept it, but it is the law of the land. You can debate the law of the land and say, right now, maybe they might take away your rights because they don't want you to walk on the street certain hours at night and them something there. But that is the way of a democratic government. In a communist state, the state is autocratic. It says what you must do and what you must do. It don't ask if you want to do it or not. It is a communist country just say, this man, almost like a dictatorship, going to tell you what you must do and what him feels is in the best interest of the state. In the theocratic government, the priests tell you what to do, and them go as far as till you say it is designed, what them saying is designed by God. So you can't go against it. This is not a theocratic state. It is a democratic state. And you must stop the foolishness. And because most of the lawmakers are Christian-minded, them give leeway, which is a normal thing and a natural thing. You know, you will give leeway to the place that you're leaning towards. But when you is a government and you're governing in the interest of the people, supposed to be governing in the interest of the people, you have to look out for the interest of the people. And a minority group cannot come and demand till all the person say him now come before the Lord with no mask. What the hell is, what kind of foolishness is that? Him not coming before the Lord with no mask. Which part of the Lord there? That when you start, you mean say your prayers is not good because you have a mask. The man go as far as say him not go wear no mask, like say him is a terrorist. So that is film way enough to say the Lord will not accept him if him have on a mask. Or not the Lord accept him with him have on clothes. Who is deciding these things? Is man a decide everything? All of the things that when you say go on is man a decide it. Nobody, no spirit in the sky, no supernatural being, everything we are going on the earth is man a decide it. If man decides I'm going to change law tomorrow, like how the government do that now, where you know say it's illegal to do certain thing, but he must say in the interest of the people, he must to lock off this, he must to do this, he must to do that. He can't do what he want to do, it's so it go. But you can have a opposing side as it relates to the government, and then you expect now everybody to bow to where you are say. That is why them have prayer breakfast. How much years from a years me I hear them have prayer breakfast, you know. All they do is a group of so-called Christian-minded people sit down in a place and eat breakfast, shake hand with one another and all them thing there, and then talk about say them not even wishing, them praying that things will be better the following year. And for 40 years or so, where them do this thing here, it no work out. It no work out. one can almost say what them prayers is not being heard, them prayers is not being answered. And now these people is not following the protocol of anything. And what I come tell you now, say the blood of Jesus cover them, and that them now go in front of the Lord with no mask. So where there is your mask, it's the mask that go decide your heart. Is your you have to me say, no, God, this so-called supreme, omnipotent, omnipresent, benevolent God, go and go say, look here, you see those people, and not going to allow them here now because them have on mask. What kind of foolishness is that? Who is deciding these things? Who is telling the people them these things? I have some little sheep, large sheep. I run around the place to follow these people. Quack, 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 quack. What the hell is happening here? How can a group of people, because them is a so-called majority religious belief in the... Look how long Rasta walk with Ganja. You know what Rasta who claims Rasta them, Ganja them sacraments. You know what Rasta got jail for Ganja? As police catch him, I'll know Rasta tell her go jail for Ganja. Lock up for years. You think Rasta cannot come go to court, go tell people, say, look here, according to my Rasta faith, you know, me, I praise my Almighty God, and me not see herbs as illegal. From it illegal, you're going to go to jail, and you're going to have to go pay something. Rasta can't go in a prison. Rasta can't go in a court, go tell judge, say, boy, me not be what you want to say, no judge. My God tell me, say, me have to have 1 pound of ganja and smoke half pound every day. Nobody, Rasta can't do that. Rasta cannot do that. He must wait till some legislation pass in the land that decides, say, okay, you can have 2 ounce, you can have 5 tree, and you just abide by that. And if you go have 10 tree, you're going to get arrested. It's just so it go. So I don't see how people have this idea that they, because them feel them have a connection with some supernatural being out there, them going to demand of the state what is what and what is not. We're not living in a theocratic government. It's not theocracy this. This is not a theocratic government. If you don't know what theocracy means, theocratic government means says God rule the state. And how God rule the state is some little egotistic priest sit down and decide what God say or what God don't say, and then filter it out to the people them, just like what you're saying in the Old Testament. Moses a Levite, and him brethren them is Levite. Them sit down in the tabernacle, and that's why in the Bible, them say no flat-nosed people can't enter the tabernacle. No 1 foot, nobody with blemish. What the hell are you talking about? Who not going to follow that? If no flat-nosed people can't enter the tabernacle, none of the black people here, most of we black people cannot go there. And that is a law of Moses and him friend them, him Levite friend them. If you have 1 foot, you can't go into the tabernacle. You better know that, and you know that too, because you don't read the Bible just like how maybe not just like how I read it, but you read the Bible and you know so that in there. It's not a big make-up thing. No flat-nosed people. All my nose was on out, sure. No people stand up near the gate of the tabernacle. So, we just want to say that because I don't understand where these people get these things from. Because I hear, and I take up for the Prime Minister, because I hear one of them, because the Prime Minister say, oh, I'm a 7 day, and I tell them to go shopping on Saturday. No, where the people come from, sir? Them here say, all right, we are allowing you to go. It's not that you can't go against it, you know, because you can't go tell a man where him for go and shop. But given the situation we find ourselves in now, it might make the thing that people know behave certain ways so that certain things happen. Even though when you look at a whole heap of things what them say, it contradicts a whole heap of things what them not say. What them are going to say eventually. So when you look at all now, when the man say, well, why you to go to shopping and Make us say Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Them jump up, they say, you see there? Oh, I'm saying about 7 days. And them tell the people for go wait there. I want to reach at the supermarket. I want to reach at the supermarket. We will not take taxi go there. They will not see so make the man who drive the taxi at work on Saturday. We will not see the cashier in the supermarket at work on Saturday. Whether or not him say work, whether or not him say go shopping on Saturday. We don't usually go to cup on Saturday because we go to work Friday and get in the pay and then go market Saturday and then go market Saturday and then go to supermarket. Then nobody in the supermarket. It's an automated supermarket. It's physical people in their work. Una help people for broke the law. And if you help somebody for broke the law, you are guilty of the law. If you give a man a gun to shoot a man, you are guilty. Accessory to murder. It's to go. It you have nothing to do with a man. Anyway, this is the continent at IRFM. When they already, you know, when they already go through. Yes, we are going to go through. I ask the people them a question, you know. You know, them usually say Jamaica have the most churches per capita per square mile. And they also say Jamaica have the most rum bar, just like it have the most churches. Isn't it strange that the first thing that the government decide that they're going to open up as business is the two spirit them, rum bar and church? Is a serious thing. So me and my wife are reason, and we are reason out this rum bar thing, and me I say, alright, you tell the people them say only 5 people can go in a bar. Me see some bar where me can't be turned around the night. And them no fi have no bench, them no fi play no domino and them something there. Listen to me now. Mr. Wemney, Mr. Holness and him friend them. Mr. Holness and him friend them. You really believe, say, some man will go in a bar and a drink rum and a chat loud with all the rum start to reach him head and all them something there. And him a go hold your argument about physical space and mass over him face and all them things there. It's crazy, you're crazy, man. It's crazy. You know, I hear when I say about people need to go back and work and them things there, but you're starting at the bar, Bridget, at the bar. I mean, really now, really. It's like how the plain thing, them try to appease the people them because we did a complaint say, oh, them make the 47 Jamaican them don't come back to them country. And everybody did I say, them never hear nothing like that. On the boat, the Jamaicans and on the boat was ridiculed. I want to know that. The Jamaican people, the Jamaicans who was on the boat was ridiculed. Because the people them on the boat I say, right, I saw no government stay. The government no want to know down there and all them something there. So here them come back and lick, you know, say, well, there's about 5,000 people want to come back to Jamaica, you know. For sure now, say, we are talking about 47. They're going to show you how ridiculous it be now by telling us 5,000 people. Well, it's the same thing they might do with the bar thing. Big Mr. Bush Stewart say, him, before them talk about him going to open back thing, him say him going to start open back him hotel. And not only that, him going to start open back the hotel, and them realize, say, them really, the big man, them come out, just in that this week, the big man, them come out and say, we have to start to really slowly open back the business them. For appease the big man, not the people them. It's appeasing the big man. In order to say, well, them can't do nothing about the big man and open them business, them will give the little man a little piece. We drop off at the table now by saying bar are go open. What the hell bar can do to the economy of the country more than certain individual people? The man say 10,000 bar in that's not a joke business, about 10,000 bar in Jamaica. More bar there than sand pan the seashore. Every little corner have a bar in there. Not to mention the bigger bar them. Let me say 5 people in a bar and all them something there. You have bar, you have, watch out man. You have all 5 are young. 5 are young, a big bar. It can hold more than 5 people in there. You know, see it. So I don't know how it reached a stage there where even the World Health Organization has showed them, say, look at, don't bother drop the ball, you know. Not because you see certain things that work your way, you feel say this and that now go happen, you know. But just don't drop the ball. Just leave it through. Just make it go through as how it will go and make it go. But no. The big guy come and him say, we're going to open business, so you know, him have to appease the little man now and say, look here, okay, if the big man are open, we can't open the big man business and not open some little man business, so we're going to give them the bar. They think them easy. And black people now check them something there. Black people now check them something there. Yeah man, it's an appeasing thing. It's not a real thing. You know, see, because them know say, if they ever open some of them big businesses there, and now open some little man things, it now going to work out for them during the election. You understand? Yes, because Mr. Bush give them how much millions of dollars to share up in a certain constituencies and them something there. You know, see it? So, film, and him first come out and say, I'm going to open film hotel. After him don't give them the money and all them something, them say, I'm going to open hotel, you know. I'm going to talk, and then you hear the minister and tourism come out and say, well, by June, we hope to have this and that prepared and them something there. Well, you know, go and do what do, you know, but me just tell you now, black people, them a push carrot in front of you now. Them a push carrot in front of you now. You know, see, because the thing reach a level now. If there's a big professor that said that Jamaica handling of the situation is in the top 10 in the world. In other words, them claims that Jamaica is doing quite well in handling of the situation, more than most of the big, more than Germany and France and England and America. Them say Jamaica, they're way up there at the top 10 and they do quite well. And they are warning, the same people them is warning that not because your things look like it going well, it can explode. If you make some wrong move. And trust me, you know that some people have been I like thinking people who think, you know, and again, me and my lady that talk about some things where we used to have, where it was almost like social distancing, and we used to enjoy it. And one of the things then was the drive-in theater. And and most people who listen to this program and don't even know the name drive-in cinema. I can tell you now where drive-in cinema is or was. Because you still have drive-in cinema in America, but not as much. And just as we are talking about it, somebody send a message and I talk about Tribeca. Some people in a Tribeca talk about the drive-in cinemas them. Says 100 drive-in cinemas around here and there's only 50 of them at work. Well, the idea of a drive-in cinema is that you don't come out of your car. You buy a ticket at the gate, just like how you pass the highway. When you go up on the highway, you buy a ticket. You buy a ticket. And then you drive the car, go in at the theater, which is an open-air space, with a big screen in front of you. And everybody's staying at them car and watch a movie. The only time you come out of your car is if you want to buy some popcorn and some drinks, where they have one little food court there. But it was a joy to stay in your car and watch movies. Some people go to drive-in movies not to watch the movie either. But them know that there's a certain privacy them having in them car, and them do have to come out of them car and come like say them come a movie. But it was a wonderful thing. You used to have many drive-in theaters in Jamaica. One was out of Harborview Drive-In. Then they'll have one by Washington Boulevard. Why them think they did nice still? Well, anyway, this COVID thing is allowing people to go back into time and draft some things that was fun. And we don't have to forget about it because a whole heap of people have said, then we say we can't get to go to theater again. Yes, them can bring back the drive-in cinemas that used to, they're all over Jamaica. Not Jamaica, but mostly Kingston. You know, all over. You don't have to come out of your car. Most young people don't know about that kind of life there. So you just drive, you know, your boyfriend just drive going on there. You don't have to come out of your car to pay the ticket. And you just find a space properly because them have the car, them line out that nobody car no impede the next car. It usually have a bump, like a sleeping policeman, a long sleeping policeman, where you drive the front of the car over this, make your front of your car catch upon the sleeping policeman, but that your face and your eye them looking almost at a angle at the screen, and it's a massive screen, massive screen. So that is something where I think is a great idea, wonderful. And then also the drive-in restaurant. The drive-in restaurant is that similar thing. You don't come out of your car, you order your food, just like how them have the burger drive-up thing, you know. But this is a restaurant where you order the food and you go find a parking space, and then them just each has something on the side of your door with the food pan it and thing, and your lady sit down inside it, so, and just have dinner. You say you go to a dinner out. Those things must come back if you want to say there's a paradigm shift that is taking place or supposed to go and take place. These paradigm shifts is things that we used to, just like washing of hand. We did use washing of hand, and then somewhere along the line we stop washing hand like how we're supposed to wash it. Because nobody miss the people that wash them hand, and I know you're not so them at all when you say wash your hand. You're supposed to wash your hand with your finger them in between the other finger them and rub it. Them all have a song where you must sing when you wash your hand. Them say 20 seconds. But it's not like you just squeeze something in the middle of your thing and rub up your finger with the other finger in the middle of your. No. It means that you must rub your finger between your finger them and rub it till the thing supposed to come off. And that is what now with the old time things. Just like how your man talk about no go back to plant food, you know. All people never used to plant food, are going to find it very interesting to plant food and make them hand going at the style. You know, so may I say, this drive-in restaurant is something that we could explore. The only problem is, you know, what we're going to do with the place that was restaurant all the while. Maybe we can keep it for do something else other than make people bungle up tonight. Because this bar thing now going to work out. This bungle up in a bar now going to work out. Some of the most popular bars, them can't even tell people tonight comfortable. Most of them go say 5 people and you have to keep space. You think say me I go drink rum and me go in a bar, I'm not going to remember about me must stand 6 feet apart from the person. You mad? When rum take you and lick you down to rotted. You know, the time to think about that space. Because ever you're drinking man a reason what I like, and I try to get across some pint. Then no busy to far away from what I like, spit a fly all over the place. Spit a fly all over the place. And you are telling me now say you're going to try curtail people movement in our bar. I'm mad government, you're not mad, you don't have no sense. You don't have no sense. No sense to don't say that. I have a full reason that. Full reason. I say you mustn't have no bench, that must pay no domino. And a load and all them something there. Alright? So when you drink one rum, what you must do after now? Come out and go home. No sir, nobody you talk about. Them till they make man do illegal things. Illegal things like find out a place over the back and lock it off, like how them have a go-go club there. You have to dig deep in the club to find which part the go-go club there. You come in the club and you see some nice lights and music to play. And when you move on another door, where you go down there, you see go dancing, you see pull this and pull that tonight. I don't know that I'm going to work out. Anyway, I'm saying I'm going to watch it, and if it not work, I'm going to go back to the normal thing. Well, the abnormal thing, not the normal thing, the abnormal thing. And that is where we're there. That is really where we're there. You know, and as people think and realize that certain things that will face them, they will figure out what to do to make life be normal, the new normal. You know, I did a reason say, you remember 9/11 usher in a new normal. What is the new normal? Traveling wasn't the same again after 9/11. People have to take off them shoes. You have to take off your belt. You can't carry liquid on the plane and all them things. That thing is unheard of. Who didn't know so that could have happened? Who didn't know so people that did accept that as a normal thing now? As you reach the X-ray machine, you start to pull your belt. You start to feel if any key in your pocket or any silver. If you have some little thing over a certain ounce or so, you put it in a little plastic bag. The computer can't go in at the same tray with other things. You have to put the computer in a tray by itself. And then when you go in there, you have to stand up in our machine and hold up your hand and the man will look pan all you whatsoever. And you come outside and so no one. That's not normal, but it's normal now. People accept it as normal now. Where you have things where right now we're going to say it's abnormal, but eventually it's going to be normal. The abnormal going to become normal, and that is how life goes. Human beings must understand that human beings. It's not nothing out there. Even this virus here, it's human beings cause it, human beings create it, and human beings might find some way to make it move. Yes, I firmly believe that. Human beings start it, human beings make it there still, and human beings might find a way to get the next virus by way. Because it's not the first coronavirus about the place, COVID, it's not the first. It's not the first. And people get over that. Thousands of people, millions of people dead from the other viruses, and them get over that, and now this one reach way. It's just that we live in the age now when it happen. I will live in the age when World War I and World War II. But the same with the people, they feel like the world are going to end. And then some little Bible sprouting people talk about, yes, the mark of the beast, 666, see there. Every time something come up, you hear say the mark of the beast. Every time. Your man I mentioned TRN number. Them just introduce TRN number. People say, me don't want to TRN number. Them go label you, them go at the mark of the beast. Every little thing come up. Some Bible sprouting people. I show you said this is. Remember 2000, the year 2000 said, yeah, see there, all of the computer them go lock and pain, go crash and all them things there. And it's sign at the end, the beginning of the end now. 2000. Where were they now? 2020. And the sign up no end no day there. No end no day there. The only end there is when you're dead. That is all it is. The only end when they're there is when you're dead. No other end no there. So if you feel say, you go see a man come out of the sky. Trust no man, go and look.